create a subclass. And in step 3, we want to write an application that demonstrates using object of each class. So let us start. Step 1, we want to create a class named horse that contains the general information for horses, which are name, color, and birth year. Also, we want to include getters and setters for all of these fields and save the file as horse.java. So let us go to JGrasp. This is the class definition for horse. As you can see, it has 3 private data members. First is the name as a string. Second is the color as a string. Third is the birth year as an integer. We are providing the getters for the 3 data members: get name, get color, and get birth year. And also we are providing the setters for the 3 data members: set name, set color, set birth year. And we have saved the file with the name horse.java. After creating the superclass horse in step 1, in step 2, we want to create a subclass named racehorse, which contains an additional field that holds the number of races in which the horse has competed and additional methods to get and set the new field. In simple words, we want to add an additional data field as integer that is called races, and we will provide its setters and getters. And finally, we will save the file as racehorse. Let us go to JGrasp. So now we are back in JGrasp. So let us write the subclass racehorse. We go to File, New, Java. So we start typing public class. The name of the class is racehorse, and this will be an extended class. So we write extends from the horse class as a superclass. So now the Java compiler will understand that this is a subclass from a superclass that is called horse, and it will inherit all public data and methods from horse. As we discussed before, that it has additional data member that represents the number of races. We are going to define it as a private integer races, and we are going to write its setter and getter as methods. So first, for the getter, it will be public integer get races, and simply inside this method we write return races. And now for the getter, it will be a void method. We call it set races with an input parameter for the new number of races. We will call it r, and inside this method simply we are going to copy r into races. Now we are not going to add any additional code for testing validity of r. If r is negative, we need to display a message that it is not allowed for number of races to be negative, but we will leave it simple. We will simply assume that this method will copy r into races. Now let us save it, save as, and we save it. Now make sure that when you define a subclass from a superclass, both classes should be in the same folder. See on the left hand side for the file structure, the definition for the class horse is saved into horse.java, and the extended class is in racehorse.java. So we need to make sure that when you extend a class, that the superclass exists in the same folder. When we go back to the horse class, as you can see, we have defined all the data members private. So in the inherited class racehorse, we cannot access these data members directly, but we are providing public data members to access them inside or in the inherited class or from outside the class when we create an object. Before we proceed and write an application to demonstrate using objects from these classes, let us make sure that they don't have any syntax errors. So let's go to horse first, horse.java. Now let us compile it. So it does not have any error. Let's go to racehorse, compile it. Also does not have any errors. Now our final step is to write an application that demonstrates using objects of each class. In this application, we are going to create two objects. One that is instantiated from the horse class, which is the super class. Another one will be instantiated from the subclass, which is the extended class racehorse. We called the demo class demo horses, and we saved it in the same folder where the super class and the subclass exist. So we have the main method. First, we are going to create an object from the super class. So we write horse, and we are going to call it horse1 equal new horse with empty parameters for the default constructor. So remember that it has 3 private data members with their setters and getters. Let us compile it to make sure that it does not have any errors. And now next we are going to create another object from the subclass racehorse. So we write race horse, and we are going to name it horse2, and this will be a new racehorse to create an object or instantiate an object from racehorse. Remember that racehorse is an inherited class from horse, so that all public methods available in horse are available in racehorse. Now let us put data in horse1 and horse2. Now in horse1, we will call the public method setName to give the horse a name, and we are going to call it old paint horse1 dot set color, and the color is brown, and horse1 dot set birth year, which is 2009. And now for the second horse, which is horse2, we are going to call the inherited method setName, and we're going to call it champion horse2. Here I forgot to write 2. Horse2 dot set color, and the color will be black. For the birth year, horse2 dot set birth year, it will be 2001. And now since we have an additional data member inside horse2, which is the extended class or the subclass that is called races, we are going to put the number of races for horse2, or we are going to set number of races for horse2. So we say horse2 dot set races, and the number of races will be 4. We have a problem, you have a mistake here, so we have to write set races correctly for the method. And now we are done for saving data to the 2 objects, one for the super class and one for the subclass. Notice that set races is defined in racehorse, it is not defined in horse. But since racehorse is an extended class from horse, all methods, public methods available in horse are also available in this class. Let us compile it and make sure that it does not have any errors. Now there are no errors. Let us display the information for the 2 horses. So we write system.out.println. First we will print the horse name, so we will say horse1 dot get name is, and we will print the color for the horse, horse1 dot get color, followed by the message when it was born, and was born in horse1 dot get birth year, followed by a period. Let us just test this line because we are going to copy it. So compile it and now run the program. Let us see what it will be displayed. As you can see, it displays the name of the horse, its color, and when it was born. So let us do this for the other horse. So we will simply copy this statement, and we will change the variable name from horse1 to horse2. Same method that are available in horse1 will be also available in horse2 because they are inherited. And now in addition to that, we need to add, instead of full stop, we need to add has been a number of races n, and we will display the number of races. So plus horse2 dot get races, and then will be followed by the word races. Let us compile it, and now let us run it again. And as you can see, the second horse is Champion, which is a black and was born in 2001 and has been in 4 races. It seems that we need to add a space here, so let us compile it again, and now the output is formatted properly.